Alguien decidió matar a Finn Wallace. Hoy lloraremos la pérdida de un gran hombre, pero mañana todo volverá a la normalidad.
No.
Hola amigos de Película 40, yo soy Riva y en esta ocasión tengo el placer de conectarme con un gran actor inglés. Se trata de Brian Burnell, quien nos va a contar un poco más de su rol en la serie Gangs of London. Hi Brian, how are you?
I'm good. How's it going?
Great, thank you. How was it for you to picture this character? He's in such an ache for his father and also because of his addiction and trying to find his place in his family.
Yeah, well, when characters like Billy come along, it gets, actors excited. I get really excited by that. You think about the possibilities that can come with that. Yes, he has addictions with substances and drugs, and he's involved in a very different part of the criminal underworld, whereas his brother is very much involved in the violent aspect. Billy can go places that Sean can't. These places, these sort of dangerous, sort of seedy places that he can pick up information. He has different contacts. There's so many different layers and tapestries to Billy that are so interesting. But he certainly does have the exact same loyalty to his family as Sean. But like you say, he's struggling with a lot of things mentally.
Let's talk a little bit more about Billy, because he doesn't have that anger and that blind revenge feeling you get from Sean. And you were saying he can go to different places, he can get different layers from the situations. What can you tell us about his demons and his role through the story?
Yeah, well, the things that Billy has done in the past, throughout the series, you see little flashbacks from when they were children, or when they were teenagers. And you see the things that Billy has done to protect Sean. He's committed acts that maybe he's not fully got over, maybe he's not fully processed. And that in turn has led to him being the way that he is, So I think there's a real tragedy there that maybe when you initially meet Billy, you think, oh, he's did this through choice, he's wasted good opportunities that he's had in life, he comes from a wealthy family, a family with a lot of influence. But actually when you see into Billy's past, a lot of the things that he experiences psychologically is because of things that he has done to protect his family and to protect his brother.
And if I may add, it's beautifully made, because you watch the fight scenes and you're like blown away. What was your favorite fight scene from the series?
Well, I've got a few. I think my favourite one is, it's episode 5, where the Danish group of mercenaries shoot on the house. I don't know if you've seen that, but I mean that whole sequence is, your heart is going like it's insane. And I think also the fight scene with Shoppy, who plays Elliot, with the guy with the axe. I think that's episode 1. I mean that starts it off at a high level. I mean, that was incredible to watch. That's probably 2 of my favourites.
Also many cultural facets in this story. How also a very different approach to the city of London. Like, it's London, but it doesn't look like London. Did you discover any new places and you were surprised by the city while shooting it?
It's exactly what you've just said. I think there's an idea that there is London, and then there is our London. There's an alternate London that doesn't rely on the landmarks or different places. It's almost like this own atmosphere, this own world that we've created with London as a basis. So yeah, it still has the vibrancy, it still has the buzz of the city and the diverse people who are in it, but it's very much a London of our creation.
As one can say, London is also a character on its own in Gangs of London.
Exactly.
Okay, congratulations, because it's been renewed for a second season. So what can we expect from your character in this second season? Do you know a little more what's going to happen? Because the end of the first season was like, wow.
Yeah, I think at the end of the first season, personally, Billy is left on maybe a few paths that he could go down. Obviously, because of COVID, a lot of things have been delayed, and I think obviously we're going to be starting shooting next year. But I don't know too much, but I've heard little things which are quite exciting, and I think if those things come to be, then I think it'll be very exciting. Maybe some things that people didn't think about for Billy.
And the last question, and your favorite character from Gangs of London? Besides Billy, of course.
Yeah, besides Billy. I like Ed Dumani.
Oh, yeah.
Lucian. Mostly because Lucian, he is a unbelievable actor, unbelievable person. And he brings a lot of gravitas to that role. He's got a real authority in his voice and his body and his eyes. He's a really top class actor, and I mean he really brings that character off the screen.
Exactly. Brian, it's been my pleasure to talk to you. I wish you nothing but more success with Gangs of London and all of your projects. Thank you for being with us in the película.
Thanks very much. Thank you.